Now, in relation to that idea that we have to emphasize that healthcare should be holistic, I have this book I written by Dr. Hayward Bruce Ewart, Soul Rate, actually,
a new term,
yeah, recovering personhood after abuse. This is the second book, and while he was writing this book, he asked me to read the pre-published one, and then I made the part of the preface, and this is, for me, whether you are undergrad or graduate, this is a very useful book to reinforce the spiritual side of a person, or even not only spiritual, but you know, emotional, psychological, and maybe physical in the long run, because as you said, some diseases are manifested physically, but it is caused by some kind of a psychological, mental, or spiritual disorder.
Or stress.
Stress.
Yeah.
See? Now, I would suggest that you have to get a copy of this book. Or
yes, I appreciate you bringing that, because it's so timely. Because Pastor Edmond Osias, remember when we were discussing about what's wrong with education now, is that it's not our fault, but maybe it's the individual, it's the school, it's the society's fault, or there is a gap in really trying to professionalize teaching as a profession, in the sense that we have to always keep in mind that educators, whether these are educators of health professions or not, no, they themselves must be ready in teaching how to be strong teachers of nursing, of medicine, and of other health process, in terms of the spirituality that they have, diba? Kasi if they are not spiritually charged, you know, how can they also promote in their students the spirituality that they must develop when they become parents,
I think the materialistic worldview is the problem.
That I think is stronger than our desire.
And it follows. I mean, nurses, students or nurses would go into the nursing profession in a materialistic worldview.
Because that is what the culture of the media, no? That I think we also have to remind media most of the time, kasi sila they are the ones actually bombarding or overloading us with this, no? Materialism.
And we go back to the Bible that love of material things, that love of money is a sin. Right?
Unahin mo muna siya, the Lord, then everything will just come out.
Right.
Find all the materials that you need, all the money, all the food, all the, the good things that you like to have, you just come,
And
hindi na continue. It's not consistent.
If you are influenced by that material, there is no end to craving for more money, craving for more. There's no sense of contentment.
So I think we have to create an environment in our school, if we have a school, in our training center, if we have, in our community, where we have this spirituality a priority over anything else, diba?
Yeah, I mean, that idea of loving, that idea of caring.
Yeah. That's why in my new manual now, or manuals, if you look at the nursing care plan, it's a nursing care planning format. will teach the student or the future nurse how to really take care of a patient sick or well, of a client sick or well. So I will see to it that the care plan must have talagang separate column for the physical, the spiritual, you know. Kasi dati, when we taught this, we just have the format, and it's up to you now to find where you will place the spiritual aspect, the physical, and then all the rest. So now I think, I will have to place so the student will not miss attending to this. It's not just a reminder, but it is giving him the chance to repeat the same experience, and the habit forming will be towards the holistic type of caring.
Yeah, right.
And even the staff nurses must not stop doing this in the actual practice.
And what's sad, Madam, is that there are so many nursing graduates here in the Philippines who end up not practicing the profession. Most of them are in the call center, some of them are in real estate, some of them are I think
just to survive.
Just to survive. But if they advance their education from the bachelor's level to the graduate program, master's or doctoral, it will open doors for other opportunities.
You're very right.
The nurse can become therapists, counselors. They can open their own clinic. Where they will be life coaches. They can be life coaches. So
they will not rely or just depend on
the bedside nurse
employment from other countries, etc. They can put up their own clinics.
So we encourage, do not of course, it's better if they're working, and then the graduate program is really working at the same time pursuing.
You're giving me an idea. So as counselors, they can be health counselors.
Yes, health counselors.
Because they are nurses. So they can be health counselors.
And
spiritual health.
And we know that, for example, the door to enter the United States as far as nursing profession is closed, but if you enter the U.S. through religious visas, if you have that qualification, say masteral or doctoral, and you are trained to do counseling
on healthcare, so that is another venue that we can.
That if the dream of going to the United States,
they can realize that at the same time they will be spreading the spiritual health counseling specialty for nursing. I think we have a good plan, and I will include that in the curriculum for the Master of Arts in Nursing. I am still having students, and I am still attached to a school with an MA in nursing and MA in hospital administration.
What a waste of knowledge if you don't use it.
I think we will introduce that as a separate subject to give emphasis or the importance of spiritual health in holistic care. I think that is a good,
I think in the United States, I noticed there's really increasing numbers of people with mental and psychological behavioral problems.
I think that is what you have in the States. But in the
Philippines, there are cases now of suicides.
Which is also growing a little higher than before.
And
because of the nature of
there are people here in the Philippines that they are not productive because there is anxiety, there is depression that is not diagnosed.